So what would you do? So last week a guy asked me to help him take all this steel away, which I do, and then he says he wants some of the money, so I says okay. Then I went back the next day. I've been in an exercise chair, by the way. Wandered the gym for 10 minutes. So I went back the next day and we had to dismantle this massive 2-ton platform. But the tools what we had, a grinder and a saw, was not enough. So we were at it all day, about 6 hours, 7 hours, and we only took a small part away. So we got about 13,000 yen, but we spent 6,000 yen on blades and things like that. Anyway, so we asked the shacho, which is a female, to sort out getting it cut up. Now, she didn't mention at the time that this would cost us money, but on yesterday morning, my new friend says they want 20,000 yen for the gas. So now he's asking me, can we make money? And I estimate that the frame is at least a ton, maybe a ton and a half. And so at the present rate, that's about 40,000 yen. So if we give 20,000 yen for the gas, and then we get 10,000 yen each. So he doesn't want to do it. So I persuade him that I think we should do it because we're here now. And so we started loading the steel onto my truck. We get to the yard. The first drop was about nearly a ton. However, there's a shock in store as the price of steel has dropped. Now, I wanted to take this on the previous Wednesday when I had someone driving for me, but he wasn't too happy about it. So that decision cost us about 5,000 yen. So we go back, put some more steel on, and we get about altogether 50,000. So that's 15,000 yen each, and 20,000 for the gas man, as he has now been called. And but that earlier that day, she was clearing out 2 skips or containers. One had rubber in it, the other had wood in it. So I said, look, I can take a lot of this wood, because I thought it's a bit of a waste of money, because she has to pay 80 yen per kilo to get rid of the wood. But as you know, wood can be used in other ways, and I took a lot of it, and there were some very big, interesting pieces. So we loaded the wood onto my truck, and I was surprised to see that there was 600 kilograms of wood on the truck, and it was only about 2 feet deep. So it wasn't very deep, the wood, but it was just very heavy pieces. So I said to the guy, I said we should ask the shacho for money, because I've just saved her like 50,000 yen. And he said, no, you can't do that. And I said, why? Because you didn't have an agreement before. I said, well, it doesn't matter whether we had an agreement before. We didn't have an agreement for us to pay 20,000 yen for a gas guy. And so we're arguing or he's arguing at me for about 20 minutes, and I just end up telling him to shut up because I might get angry. And then he says to me, look, just give me some of the money that we made today, and you can sort it out with the shacho. So I said, fair enough. So we try calling the shacho, can't be reached. So he says, look, give the guy, this is a second in command, give him 20,000 yen, and I'll give you 5,000 yen of my money. So I said, I don't want to do this, but I said, okay, I'll take it, because I think she should give us something. So when we're going home, he gets a call and he's talking to her, and he's telling her what I've been saying. And then she's saying, oh, she's got no money. I said, well, I've got no fucking money either. And but she relents, and she says, we'll give 10,000 yen. So that's half of the gas money, and that makes it from 15,000 yen to 25, because he doesn't want any. So he agrees to give me 10,000 yen. He'll get the money back from her. You'll get the money back from her, and later in the week. So then he gives me 10,000 yen, and he says, "Are you going to give me some of this?" He's already said he doesn't fucking want anything. So I would have had like 25,000 yen for the day, and he still gets he gets 15,000 yen. So what would you do? Would you give him money? Because he's already told me that, because he's embarrassed about having to talk to the woman about this, and so that's why he said. So before I'd already given him 14,000 yen. That was about half of the proceedings, and we sorted that out. And then I said, once he gives me the 10, he said, "Are you going to give me some of this? What would you do? Would you give him half of it, some of it? Let me know." Thanks for watching. Bye bye. Hope you stayed till the end.